Now this is the summary, the explanation of the poem The Cold Within. The printed sheets will be given to you. The Cold Within is a poem which seeks to hold a mirror against humanity, reflecting how it has degenerated. Human beings have created many divisions among themselves, like class, caste, race, religion, gender. The message of the poem is a simple one. If we keep discriminating each other, the world will surely end in chaos. The title of the poem is suggestive of all the negative attributes that human beings possess. The cold here is the resentment and ill will which we bear towards others. These traits must be overcome or we shall be consumed by them, just like the characters in the poem. Stanza 1. The poem begins with the narrator telling us about the 6 humans who were trapped by coincidence, happenstance, in bleak and bitter cold. The cold, hopeless setting is instantly sketched by the use of the alliteration bleak and bitter. An important feature of the first stanza is the use of the term humans. 6 humans trapped, because that is what the 6 people are. First and foremost, before they are the members of one race or the other, one creed or the other, they are human beings. They are human beings who have physical and emotional needs and who are susceptible to both hatred and cold. Unfortunately, the failure on their part to recognize this basic fact becomes the cause of their doom. Each one of them has a stick of wood. This wood isn't merely a physical object, but is symbolic of a resource or potential that all human beings possess. It is our willingness to use what we have for the sake of others that will keep the fire burning. The words are so, the story is told, implies that the speaker has heard it from somewhere else, which makes this a part of oral parables and folk wisdom. Stanza 2. The fire was slowly dying out and was in need of firewood. However, the first person did not put her log into the fire because when she looked at his companion, she noticed one of them was black. We shall see how her racist attitude poisons the mind of his victim, and how this racist attitude of hers will backfire on her. This stanza brings to the fore a literary device of foreshadowing. The dying figure, the dying fire, not only presents a particular condition but also foreshadows the fate of the characters. One moment it is a dying fire and the other moment it's people dying. The next man looked around. This is the third stanza. The next man looked around and saw that one person in this group did not belong to his church and he held back his stick of birch wood. He is a religious bigot. This means that he is unreasonable, prejudiced, plain and simple, and discriminates anybody who doesn't share the same religious views as his. Stanza 4. The third person was a poor man wearing torn and tattered clothes. He pulled his coat to warm himself and thought, why should he put his log into the fire to warm the lazy rich people? He too held back his firewood. Stanza 5. The fourth was a rich man and thought only of his wealth he had accumulated and of how he might keep his riches away from the hands of the lazy and idle poor. As a result of his mistrust and prejudice, he too held back his firewood. It is interesting to see that both the rich and the poor keep their firewood to themselves due to the same underlying prejudice that is not helping others. Both consider each other to be lazy and idle folks. Perhaps both are wrong. These stanzas show how prejudice develops when people are isolated from others who do not belong to the same racial, economic or religious group that they belong. Stanza 6, the fifth person was a man with a dark skin, and all he thought was of taking revenge on all the wrongs done to him. All he saw in a stick of wood was a chance to exact revenge upon the white-skinned man. Being the victim of racial discrimination, he has decided to give the white person a taste of his own medicine, even if it translates to him dying as well. He has all the characters in the story use their firewood as a tool of retribution and end up becoming a victim of their own hatred. Stanza 7. The last person of the group did nothing except for profit. He believed only in giving to those who gave something back to him. This was the way he played the game of life. So he too did not part with his stick, as no one else had. The selfishness of the sixth man is also part of a larger problem. Everybody in this poem seems to give only to those who give them social approval by belonging to the same class, creed, or color. The entire group perishes in the end, all holding their fire sticks. They have failed to be of use to each other due to their inherent prejudices. They refuse to acknowledge each other's humanity, and in doing so, they die despite having the resources to keep themselves alive. A personification is used to highlight the consequences of committing this sin against humanity. They kill each other through inaction. This inaction is the product of the cold hatred they have against a single person, not everyone in the group. And in the malevolent process of killing others, they end up killing themselves. The conflict in the story is both external and internal in nature, and may be seen in relation to two components of the poem. The characters are in conflict with their external environment, that is the cold, and at the same time by being pitted against each other and refusing to use their wood. This external conflict reaches resolution in the death of all. The poem ends by stating that the reason behind their death was not the cold outside, but the cold hatred and prejudice they had in their hearts. A cool heart soon becomes a dead heart, and a dead heart is always a cold one.